Hello, Steve Arts 89. Well, I've met a lot of celebrities and actors from Star Trek over the years. My biggest regret, of course, is that I never met Leonard Nimoy and also Adam West, because Adam West nearly came to Australia, but he was supposed to be coming with Catwoman, Julie Newmar, and when she cancelled for some reason, probably something crazy, he cancelled too, because a lot of these guys, they travel together and they sort of go in little groups and they take care of each other and that, and keep each other company, and sort of they do them together. And because she cancelled, he cancelled, and then he died about 6 months later. And I was like, oh god, I wish I could have met him. I loved Adam West in the original Batman. Leonard Nimoy, same, loved him. Shatner was horrible, knew he would be. But Leonard, I nearly met him. Not really. I mean, I didn't really meet him. He There was talk of him doing a convention in Australia, but he couldn't do it because he had medical problems, as we know now. He died from lung issues thanks to smoking for a bunch of years. And that was, I think, one of the reasons why he couldn't travel. So, but my friend who was running the conventions, he was sort of the top sort of Star Trek convention guy for like a decade or so. Now he's running like one of the big conventions, Armageddon or Supernova or I can't remember which one now. Oh, that's so offensive. You can't, they all compete, so you can't mix them up. So I don't remember which one it was. But he runs one of them, and he's really great. And he set up a autographs session with Leonard Nimoy where we could all get autographs from him. And he did a Skype interview, like convention. It was at another bigger convention where we hadn't had the star live, but we also had Leonard Nimoy. And basically, we all just went and sat in this little room, and there was a big screen, and there was a camera on us, so he could see us, and we could see him. And he just talked, and he took questions from some people. Now, I was upset that it wasn't just a free session where you could just stand up and ask a question. It was people who had already been approved and were allowed to do the questions, and they were either people who had paid or bought tickets or were personal friends of. It wasn't something I was able to get in because I can't remember the politics of it, but I felt like it should have just been on the floor and whoever got up and like normal, not like a normal convention. So I didn't get to ask him a question, but I did get to wave and say hello to him when he was, because I made sure I was like right in the middle of the audience so he could see me in the front. And so I feel like he saw me, and I saw him, and I was in the room when he was talking to the people in the room and answering their questions. So I almost felt like I was in the room with Leonard Nimoy, but technically I wasn't. And I didn't actually meet him. I may have waved at him, he may have noticed me in the front, but I didn't actually get to meet him, and I wish I had. But at least I got that. I kind of feel like I met him, but I didn't. But when you're talking to someone on Skype, or you feel like you're like in the room talking to them. That. So that's as close as I got to Leonard Nimoy. I bought an autograph anyway, and I don't normally buy autographs if I haven't met the person. I feel that's kind of sad. It's like you just want people to think you met someone that you didn't meet. But I kind of, I went to an event that he was sort of at, but not really. And, it's Leonard Nimoy, and I have like most of the other actors, so I feel like if they've passed and you can't meet them, I kind of feel like it's okay to buy an autograph and just have them in the collection as like to remember them by. You're not pretending like you've met them or anything. So I do that. And I also have Majel Barrett's autograph. Same thing, never got to meet her. I think she came to Australia at some point. And I also have DeForest Kelly's autograph. I can't tell that story. I didn't actually buy it. I ended up with an autograph of his, and I ended up with it for free, which is great. But yeah, okay. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you were lucky enough to meet Leonard Nimoy, because he did a fair amount of events in America. He was good with the fans. He loved the fans. He just couldn't travel. And I'm sure he loved us. I'm sure he would have loved to have met us and been there. And I think he really did want to come, but he just health-wise couldn't do it. He would have had to be on a boat or something. And, that takes like weeks, so he just couldn't do it. I wish there'd been some business reason he had to come to the country and he could have done it. Because he had come to Australia, I think in the 80s. And I have another autograph that someone gave me. They got off a friend. Because when he stayed in one of the hotels in Australia, he signed an autograph for one of the concierge people. And that guy wasn't a huge fan, but, he'd met him, he'd helped him and stuff like that. And, and he gave it to my friend because my friend was a Star Trek fan. He gave it to me because he just gave me most of his collection because he had too much stuff, and he's like, look, I just have to get rid of this stuff, I know you'd appreciate it, blah, blah, blah. So I do have another autograph from Leonard Nimoy that was done personally to that person, but still, I didn't meet him, I didn't get an autograph myself. One of my biggest regrets in life is that I never met him. Loved him, idolized him, idolized Spock when I was growing up, and next to a few other people like Adam West, I really, really, really wish I'd met him. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you met Leonard and had an experience. Please feel free to share it to me. Share it. Thanks.